being here.
What's up with you, man?
I just want to ask you real quick, before we get started with everything, tell me about yourself and what you do. Like, what is it that your art is?
I just like to make people laugh. Anytime I see anybody have joy, just especially you having a good time, I'm having a good time, you having a good time, because anybody can have a bad day. As long as I'm bringing you happiness, that's all I need. If I got paid to do that, boy, I'll make a bill.
That's what's up. I mean, it's one of those things where if that's your gift, then just keep pushing for that thing, and you'll always be able to get where you need to go, because your gift will pay for your ride.
I just look at it like this: if you want to have a good time, if you want to chill, if you're sad, I'm there for you. My videos here to make you happy, smile, laugh, cry. Well, I don't know about making you cry, because if I'm making you cry, hey, what did I do?
I done laughed so hard at some of your videos I didn't cry, so that's not too bad of a thing. To our first question here, and that question is, what inspires you to create? Because that's a huge thing for artists.
Basically, what really inspires me to create is probably, I would say my grandma. Before she passed, she told me she wanted me to get into stuff like this, and I always was funny, because she was always tired, and, I get on the nerves, and I always acting like a fool in the house, so I always thought about, I used to make everybody laugh in the house, so I always used to think I want to make everybody around me happy. Even though if I'm down, as long as I made you happy, that makes me feel good. Because, like, I remember something that Jim Carrey said, he was like, his mama was sick, so he used to perform in front of her to make her feel better. And, that's basically what I'm here for. I'm here for entertainment, I'm here for anything to make somebody feel good, and that's basically, like I said, my grandma motivated me, my granddaddy, my friends, and just most of my drive of just want to be the best motivates me to, become better than what I already am.
I can get with that. I think at some point all of us have had that moment where our parents were like, "Nah, you annoying the heck out of me, like get out the way." But it turned out to be that was the thing that we were best at. And so that's creating our path for us. So now that we understand why you create, let's get into what your creative process is like. How do you go about doing the things that you do?
Basically, what I do is sometimes when I was working at Hyundai, sometimes we can, if it's from me, my homeboy Woody, Core, and Jacoby, we can be hanging out normally, and we normally, how funny we are normally, we just normally talk to each other, and jokes will just come up, and I just make sure anytime they say something, or anytime I say something, I write it down. Which, that ain't plagiarism, because they ain't finna copyright you free, like, you can't use my video. I ain't never seen it, but majority of all our creative come from what we do on a regular basis, what we see on a regular basis, how we think of a lot of stuff, how stuff come to us, and how our normal day is, because we can turn nothing into something and make it real big. Because you can be creative. I'm letting you guys know, you can be creative by your own thought process. Just let your creative mind flow. Whatever you feel like you want to do it. Never know what can happen. You might turn up something bigger than what it is. So normal things can be something big. So just don't sit there and don't overthink it. Just do it. That's what I say. So you'll never know. You can be creative anytime.
That's awesome. So you kind of already went into the next question, but I'm gonna ask that question a little bit of a different way. The question was originally like, what's your support system like for your art? And you said it was about your friends already and kind of stuff that y'all did. So, like, tell me about your friends just a little bit. Let's get them in the mix too.
Let's talk first. I'm gonna talk about my sister, Kelsey. She's not my real sister, but we're gonna talk about her first, because ladies first. Respect the woman. Respect your brother. I have to say Kelsey is a good support system, because anytime you have those times where you're gonna feel like ain't nothing moving. You're gonna have the moments, and to talk to her and have her to let me know, hey, I got you, I'm here for you. That's big, because you'll never know. That's good to have somebody there for you, and no matter what, even when you're down, because they can bring you up immediately, and that has your spirit higher than what it was. Next, I have to say is Woody.
Woody.
Like my Woody, Quindarius Briggs. But he's like my best friend, like my brother. He's gonna let me know if I'm wrong. He's gonna let me know if I'm right. I'd rather somebody let me know I'm wrong before I'm right anytime. Because if you just telling me I'm right all the time, I ain't going nowhere. Because I'm gonna think I'm right all the time.
I can feel you on that one.
Jacoby's like my brother, my best friend. He's real too. I just love the fact that both of those guys are real. Corey is too, but I'm gonna get to him. They are real, all three of them. They're real in their own sense, and I appreciate everything that he do for me. Corey, funny guy, funniest guy I know. Woody and Jacoby, all of them funny. This is what basically I get all my funny from. So Corey is real, funny guy. Get all my stuff from him, so give him all the credit in the world. Rashad, good friend, he's funny. I get all my stuff from him too. Goofy character, but he's a good friend. I love him to death. Best brother ever. We got Zeph and I.
Oh no, hold on.
Zeph and I is on there too. Number love for my boy Zeph. Basically, the boy teach me a lot. That's all I can say. John, be doing, John. John is cool. There's a lot of people on that list, but they know who they are, and I'm appreciative to them. I'm appreciative, but those are the main ones that keep me going. Thank you. But if I didn't mention your name, you know who you are, and I appreciate everything you do, and thank you. And I ain't forgot about you. Just know that.
Shoot, I'm surprised I made it to the list.
Hey, you made it to the list. He knew he was gonna make it to the list. That's why he over here blushing. He like,
I
was there. Look at that face. Come on now. He knew he made it to the list.
I knew I said some inspirational things, and I pushed you to keep going forward, but I didn't think I was gonna be a part of it.
You gotta get credit due, man. This man the GOAT. Y'all need to realize that man is the GOAT, man.
Look, I'm just being me.
Mm-hmm. See, that's another thing. As long as you being you, man, that's the best thing in the world, man. As long as you being you.
That's what's up. So, all right, let's get into probably the most important question to me, and that is, who are the major influences on your creativity, on your art?
Ooh, and I like this question.
That could, you did just do your friends and
yeah, but you talking about influence?
Yeah.
Why? It goes from number one, Dave Chappell.
I knew Dave Chappell.
I would never. Growing up watching all his Blu-ray DVDs, everything. Dave Chappelle, Knicks. Everybody know I got every season of Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get nothing from him. Bernie Mac, Cat Williams, who is it? Eddie Murphy. Number one, someone next to Martin Lawrence, Jim Carrey. Nobody know because I used to act just like him. That's where I get a lot of motivation from. Will Smith, as in how he thinks. Because I would never think like that if it weren't for Will Smith. Will Smith, how he thinks is like he's motivational. Y'all gotta look up some of the motivational stuff on YouTube. He motivates you.
Yeah, Jonathan and I listen to a lot of his stuff too.
See,
it's wild.
DC on Fly. It's a lot of people. Chris Tucker, Mike Epps. It's a lot of comedians that motivated me. RCDC World, they are basically like comedy. That's a lot of people. That's all I can say. And then I'm thankful to have them in my circle of what I look at and what I listen to. From guys like Burlee's on YouTube, Uber Hexanova, Attitude Wise, like Playboy Cardi, like it's like a lot of people. Travis, all these people I get my attitudes from. So they mix it all in one, and I feel like you get me. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, hey, I have me on my own list.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
You gotta have me on your own list. So I want to go back to Dave Chappelle because that was the one you listed as your first one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for Dave Chappelle to be on there as number one, that means there's got to be a tremendous amount of influence for you. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Well, Dave Chappelle, basically, I say is doing skits from normal comedy. I always wanted to do comedy, but I was nervous about doing it because I was like, it's hard to do comedy down where we're from, Montgomery, Alabama. It's hard to do it, unless you like, what is it, Mr. Grind, 334. He did comedy down here. The thing is, you have this slim chance of you popping out like that. But Dave Chappelle doing skits and you know, watching the show, if you watch the show, all he'll do a punchline and then he'll go into a skit. And the skits are so memorable, everybody remembers the skit. That's how I want all my stuff to be memorable. Like R. Kelly, everybody remember the R. Kelly one. Everybody remember, you know, jumping on the couch. Get shot couch. Everybody remember all that because they're memorable. Like, I want them kind of moments. You know what I'm saying? Everything like I said, I normally like all his stuff from him leaving the show and all this, I get all that from him because he said that once he made like he said something about his daddy gave him an option. What's the highest that you want to make? He said he just wanted to make enough or a certain amount. He said once it goes higher than that, cut it off. Because that's when it's not out of your it's not in your control. They offered him $50 million.
Yeah.
He didn't take it because he didn't have control over that show no more. I don't blame him. I wouldn't take it either. But I have to say, Dave Chappell, just the creativity, man. You can't different characters. If you doing comedy or anything like that, if you can do multiple characters, you good. I can do multiple characters. I have to figure out how I'm gonna get them into my skits and stuff like that. But for him to do multiple character shows that he has a variety of personalities that he can throw out there, and that's pretty dope to me. I used to do Dr. Phil impersonation when
I remember them. Those were wild.
It's just and you have to multitask. You have to do more than what you already doing. Dave Chappelle showed that. I just look at, like I said, Dave Chappelle is that guy to me. He is that guy. Cause I mean, y'all name somebody funnier than Dave. If you do, cool. But Dave to me is always going down as the greatest. I don't know why, but just amazing.
That's what's up. All right, so this question is gonna lead into what your future looks like. So, what do you aspire to do? And by aspire to do, like, what are your goals?
What I aspire to do is make everybody. First of all, I want to be at the point where I want to be able to do a lot more for people under me. I don't want to just be up there and forget about people. I'm the type where if I had $1 million, I would give all my friends a certain amount of money so they can pop off what they want to do. Because I want everybody to be where I'm at. That way all of us can be up there together. I don't want to forget about nobody. If I'm away, I'm not forgetting about where I came from. You know what I'm saying? In the future, I see myself becoming an entertainer, no matter what it is, from acting, TV shows, commercials, skits, my own show, whatever it is. I see myself doing more than what I am right now. I want everybody to be together and enjoy each other's company. I want everybody to be happy. Because if you just imagine, I want y'all to sit there. Imagine you and your friends. Imagine you and your friends, Zeph.
Yeah.
All y'all at the top. Nobody can touch us.
Shoot, we getting there.
And we still bringing more people up. Now that's something I always thought about. Now I don't like people who serious about their craft. That's the ones that I don't mind helping out. If you're not serious and you're playing, it's hard for me to take you serious.
Right.
Because you're not taking it serious. But if you're serious about your craft, that's why we always got to Thinkallbeall.
Yeah.
Because
it's a word to the wise.
You got, in order to be something, you can't be something and sitting in the house. You can't be something by, like, it's people out here grinding while you just sleep. It's people out here making money while you sleep. It's people out here, the stuff that you can do it, just put your mind to it and actually push yourself. Because it's days where you're going to have it like that, but you got to understand that in order to do something, different, man, you got to start somewhere. You got to do something. You got to be, as you say, on it. You got to be on it. You got to make sure you repetitive. You got to always compete with yourself, because you always want to see how is your old stuff compared to your new stuff. I always look at my old stuff and be like, oh, I used to do this. All right, well, let me see if I can, you know what I'm saying? I want to do better than what I did before. You know what I'm saying? And you can see, I always see the improvement. I know I ain't got the best equipment, but it work with what you got. If you ain't got it like that, work with what you got. Don't sit there and be like, man, I ain't got nothing, so I got to sit here and just be like, man, don't get mad. Sit there and think. Think about what all the stuff you got. Because you can record with the most trash phone ever. It might be the funniest thing ever. You gotta understand, I look at it like this, you only need one thing to blow up. And after that determines what people want to see. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you only got one opportunity. You can do one thing and blow up and then go back down. Don't think because you did one big thing that got 1 million views and then you think you're doing the same thing. You have to keep doing don't forget your mindset of what you started from the get-go. Because, you know what I'm saying, the drip is in you. You know what I'm saying? Playboy Carter words. So, yeah. The drip is in you. You the drip. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever let nobody else. Don't follow no wave. You are the wave. So just keep your own wave and make your own movements.
That's what's up. So you did slightly mention about the equipment and everything. And that's another topic that we'll get into at a later video because I've noticed that even when Jonathan and I are doing all our stuff for Thinkallbeall, that equipment is becoming, it's a hot commodity for us now because we're getting into a lot more things. But before then, if you ever go to YouTube and check out some of Jonathan's old stuff, I think that YouTube name is still Killer Keys 88 or something like that.
I'm gonna check it out for the video with
that.
Y'all gonna show my boy Killer Keys a little. And let's see what happened after that.
That stuff is wild because I remember.
What are you doing?
We were putting out music and some of his old stuff. It's man, we did that using Fruity Loops before they changed their name.
See what I'm saying?
Changed their name to FL
You
Studios.
never know. You know?
And it's
I give it to somebody else that showed from the bottom and showed the improvement is Kavasi.
Oh yeah, man.
Kavasi is somebody I look at. I respect everything that man do. From him sitting there playing with beats, sitting there, which he used to include. We all used to joke because it was we all family, but sitting there playing with beats, joke, you know what I'm saying, and telling us, hey, this is he would sit on the computer. The only thing he had to do was just get him a computer. So I got a number of respect for him.
That's Big Yay, y'all.
That's Big Yay if y'all need to know.
Big Yay.
But that's something that you have to sit there and don't be discouraged about anything that you got because you can sit there and turn something, like I said, turn something into nothing. If you ain't got nothing, you can make it work. It all depends on what's in your head and how you look at things. If you look at it like it's trash, then it's gonna be trash. If you look at it like it's the best thing you did, then it's gonna be the best. It don't matter what nobody say. Nobody should stop you from doing you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I keep
great. All right, so this is gonna be the last question, unless all of a sudden, God just wills it to be other ones. But this is gonna be the last question, and this one is, who do you want to collab with? If you had your choice of anyone right now, who would it be? Yeah, that's a thinker.
Number one people I like to collab with is, and I know this gonna sound crazy. It don't matter who I collab with, because I'm having a good time. I don't have no preference of. I mean, you have those people that you want to collab with, but do I really They're not It doesn't matter to me. If you got a funny bone in you and it don't matter. As long as you feel comfortable, I feel comfortable. We can both talk. I wouldn't mind collaborating with you, but you got to have that fight with me. You got to have that grind mentality that this is something that you want to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit there and I'm telling you how to do this and you just yeah, I don't really care. I can't work with you.
Right.
Famous people, DC on Fly.
Come on, DC.
Dave Chappell, he had the form. Marlon Lawrence, RCDC. I would love to do something with them. Ha Ha Davis.
Yeah.
Fat Boy SSE. A dude named Pratt City Savage. He from Birmingham. But he's on the grind. I give it to him. It's a lot of people.
We got down to our last question here on the interview, and I'm appreciative of Courtney being able to meet up with me today so that we can get this thing going. Like I said earlier, this is the first of many interviews to come. We might turn this into a little show or something. Not quite sure what we're gonna do with this, but it's God's will to let it, just blossom the way it does. If you want to collaborate with me or my man Courtney here, like he said, anybody and everybody, as long as you have that drive, you're putting in the effort, the work to make something happen, we're here for you. That's us at Thinkallbeall, Jonathan and I. You got Courtney on his page and his group. Y'all need a name.
Talking about us?
Yeah, y'all need a name.
We're gonna figure it out, but just know we got you. It's a support system. If any ideas are idea, as long as you bring us something. If any, like what they say in school, they be like, there's no stupid questions if you don't ask them or if you don't say nothing. There's no stupid ideas if you don't tell us nothing. Right. So we are here for anybody. If you here, when we say we here for you, we gonna support you. Yeah. Just keep grinding, man.
So definitely, we'll drop all the Instagram links, all the whatever social media basically, but definitely our Instagram, because you can catch a lot of our stuff at Thinkallbeall there. Even though I've been gone, or we've been gone for a little while, we're coming back. Courtney's YouTube is really big for him, so we'll put your YouTube stuff down in there, and we'll get all that situated where you can come check us out, come check Courtney and his guys out. Mm-hmm. And if, like I said, if you want to collab with us on anything, or you want to be on the show, or, you got some ideas that you just want to run by us, hit us up. We'll always be there to reach out and communicate.
Yeah, you see me reaching at me? I'm trying to grab your
hand. Literally reach.
Grab my hand, man. Just grab it. All right, I got you. You in here with me. Here you go. How you doing that shit? See? That's all you got to do.
This man is
all you got to do.
Really funny.
And like I said, man, we're gonna have a lot of more stuff to do. We're gonna like from YouTube, Instagram, and we better turn up. Just know that. Turn up in a good way. And I know, woo! Turn up in a good way, safe way, and everybody have a good time.
I can't with you sometimes, man.
Oh man, I'm stupid.
That's gonna be the end of this interview. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll put something out and let you know when it's coming up. And yeah, be safe. God bless.
All right, y'all.